we're going to talk about the dark side of OnlyFans recruiter agencies. Because recently, I saw a video.
Do they have a light side? Do they have a positive side?
No, actually, surprisingly, there's no light side to it. I recently saw a video of a booth of OnlyFans recruiters who showed up at a college career fair to recruit women into the OnlyFans industry.
All this does is make fives think that they should be getting naked on the internet.
Well, let's take a look at this video and see how he convinced them to sign up.
Here's the video here.
It says on the table, I think, your OnlyFans freedom starts here.
Oh, boy.
Or no. Financial freedom starts here, and then the OnlyFans logo. And they're wearing OnlyFans logo polo shirts to represent the company and talking to all of these young women about their career opportunities if they drop out of college and start becoming digital prostitutes.
I mean, maybe he's only allowed to be like, you should do it once you graduate college. The college is like, look, we'll get them into the most debt we can before we send them to you. You know?
So you can sell your body online to pay for the degree that you never got.
Exactly. No, that you never used. No, the point for the college is to make sure they get the degree. That way they've extracted the most money they can from the student, okay? Because they have to build a new student center somewhere. Right. Somebody has to put like a 4th library in. It's necessary.
A 15th cafeteria.
Exactly. So once they do that, they're like, look, then we'll shuffle them to you, Mr. OnlyFans recruiter, and then you can help get them out of the debt trap by selling themselves online.
A man claiming to represent OnlyFans is inviting students at Florida International University campus to become porn stars for, quote, financial freedom. He tells one young woman, "We don't want you to be a porn star. We just want you to have an open mind. Our motto is you get ahead by giving head."
Oh, my God.
Have an open something.
Actually what he said.
This can't be real. Okay.
OnlyFans has guys on campus encouraging your daughters to do porn for financial freedom. The colleges are lost. Don't send your kids here.
Don't go to college.
Unless you're going to be a lawyer or a doctor or something that requires you. Yeah, okay. So here's the thing. If you think that this sounds too far-fetched, first of all, that quote there sounded a bit far-fetched to me. But
it's in the video.
Colleges regularly have adult actresses as guest speakers and stuff like that. They love this stuff. So, whatever you think, whatever your thoughts are on porn and things like that, the question should be, should college money, the money that you're spending on your degree, be used to funnel this through their programs, whether it's speaking fees, whether it's recruiting stations and things like that, because the recruiting station, I'm guessing they have to pay to have a booth there.
Well, I did look into whether this was real, and it says, responding to a comment request, OnlyFans comms team confirmed the individual featured in the video is not connected with the company. They said OnlyFans is not affiliated with this individual, and he is not employed, nor does he represent the company in any way. These actions are not sanctioned by OnlyFans and fall outside our acceptable use policy.
So colleges are allowing pimps, digital pimps, to come in to try to recruit.
I think the more important takeaway from here is that I can get the polo.
Yes.
And not have to do it.
Yes.
Yeah. So I guess they weren't an OnlyFans rep, but it is a very real fixture in the OnlyFans industry that they have OnlyFans management agencies and OnlyFans recruitment agencies, and one of these actual former OnlyFans recruiters stopped doing that. Yep. She renounced that career because of the disgusting stuff that she came across. Her name is Victoria Sinise. An OnlyFans recruiter is revealing appalling requests that she saw from men, which were troubling enough as she completely changed her own life and embraced Christianity. She has a marketing background, but was unaware of the disturbing requests and violent materials she would be exposed to while working for an OnlyFans agency. A friend recommended her for the position in 2022. She didn't know much about the site, but her role as an employee of the agency was to recruit women for OnlyFans. She initially believed that most of the women on the site came from impoverished backgrounds, and because they were making good money, surely must be happy and doing something positive with their lives. but she was in for a rude awakening. When she got behind the scenes look into the world, she quickly learned the ugly truth of it, which inspired her to turn to religion. She is now the founder of an organization that focuses on helping women overcome these societal expectations and advocates against sexual exploitation. But she initially viewed this as financial freedom and viewed it as empowerment and all of these things they use to reel them in. Obviously, there's no light side to that industry.
No, the fact that the guy, that OnlyFans says the guy's not affiliated is probably really the worst part of it, I guess.
Yeah, is he's just
because
like
it's
some dude trying to film or some shit?
No, it's digital. It's digital. He's a pimp.
Yeah.
He's no different than like a pimp that's like, oh, let me help manage your career as a,
Except there's no physical threats to like protect the girl from.
Who says?
I mean,
well, there are actually,
him.
since I've been doing more research into this type of stuff, I've realized a lot of women who get into OnlyFans, especially the ones who end up most successful on the platform, they get a lot of stalkers. One, I even saw a most like gruesome murder that happened to an OnlyFans model by one of her subscribers, home invasions, stuff like that.
Are these people also putting "come fuck me" on the menu? Like, because if so,
the examples I just brought up, no.
Okay.
In the examples I brought up, I think you can easily attract some of the craziest, most deranged people.
It's the internet. I mean, we do here.
But yeah, but what I gather from OnlyFans saying like we're not affiliated with this person is that this guy is either an independent contractor who manages OnlyFans models, or he represents one of these independent agencies that offers management services, which include
case,
like
they should have been advertising with
chat
their
bots and stuff.
They should have been advertising with their agency name
Right.
and not the brand name that they're not affiliated with.
Right, exactly.
What you see here, guys, is the natural outcome of the debt trap that colleges created here, which is even if the college system worked properly, and we had a system where you're encouraged to go get 4 years of education because the jobs that you would get filled, you would fill positions for required that level of education, and that level of education only, that still requires you to put yourself into a tremendous amount of debt, only to then pull yourself out of the debt after you spend 4 years, 2 of which are spent doing stuff that doesn't even matter, because generals should be abolished and nobody should have to do general courses at a 4-year college. That trap, which is even worse now, because even when you leave your 4 years of education for the job that supposedly requires you to get that, the degree to start the career, it says 8 years of experience required to start by, giving people coffee. People get desperate, and that desperation leads to people making bad decisions. For women especially, who are going to be put into positions where they could come to physical harm, this is the natural byproduct of a more narcissistic generation looking to find its way out of debt. Now, I don't know what the men are doing to get themselves out of debt. It's what, Bitcoin and...
I don't know. I guess, yeah. But to your point about people being desperate, and that's the reason why they turn to options like OnlyFans that they never otherwise would have considered.
I disagree that the majority of people that are doing OnlyFans are doing it because of desperate. I think that they wrongly believe that it's glamorous and it is a way to adoration and money, and stuff. And the reason I think that is because there are so many people on OnlyFans that, just apparently, like, if I understand correctly, it's like only like 1 or 2% of the people on OnlyFans make any money.
Yeah,
everybody else
that.
it's a tiny amount. So it's just this huge platform of people, showing off their bits and doing all kinds of sex acts for like no return on their effort and stuff.
The average OnlyFans model is akin to a SoundCloud rapper.
Well, that's why they use that top percentage of the OnlyFans creators to market the idea and the image of it to women who would have not considered it otherwise.
There's 20 there.
This is from VWit. Fun fact, the way they pick pecans is, remember those fat weight 50s bet oscillators? They put a tarp down and put the machine around the tree and shake all the off, then gather them. Also, I typed Grove, not Glove, autocorrect.
Autocorrect.
And
got
you
him.
didn't type belt fed oscillator right either.
Most of this didn't make sense to me.
Oh yeah, and look, we talked the other day about a woman who was streaming for 3 years straight, hoping to hit it big. Maybe that's wanting financial freedom, or maybe it's a mix of narcissism and thinking that it's a glamorous life to do it professionally.
Well, this is another, perhaps even more egregious form of OnlyFans recruitment. An OnlyFans star recently bragged about sleeping with 250 high school boys.
Yes, you heard that correctly.
Yeah.
Nice.
The name of this transgender OnlyFans star is Kay Manuel, who bragged about having sex with 75 high schoolers in 48 hours. Recently came out as trans, by the way.
Came out as trans.
Manuel claims all the boys were ID'd to make sure they were 18 years or older, and also claims that these teens were notified of the gender transition beforehand.
So she's like, well, it's fucking like 6 people an hour for 2 days straight.
Yeah.
I mean,
I hope it's a lie. I
You
know a
can't-
lot of women lie about this
Logistically,
stuff.
how's that possible?
for marketing
the first thing I thought
purposes.
about was that it was not even for marketing purposes, like even more pessimistic on my behalf was like, this is just designed to coarsen the culture.
Well, let's take a look at
But,
the video
yeah.
where Kay Manuel explains the situation.
In terms of people coming forward saying that this is taking advantage of teens for profit, what's your response to that?
Well, I provide a full service. Like, I provide full service as well. So I see it as they're getting my services for free, and in return, I'm getting the content out of it, which then I can monetize to profit off. So realistically, like if they didn't want to film it, they can pay me.
Okay.
It's like getting a fake
did he
diamond.
say if they didn't want to film it, they could pay me?
Yeah, meaning
Oh.
that they only get it for free because it's filmed.
Right.
Yeah.
Disgusting.
Yep.
That's evil, guys.
Yeah, they're children.
Yes.
Right. So that's
Well, they're all 18 years or older
I
and
mean-
consenting
Oh,
adults,
is that
so
the case?
why do
Okay,
you care so much?
All right, so I didn't realize they
Why
were
do you
just
care
barely
so
not children,
much?
but they're well, I mean,
They're consenting adults. Why do you
terrible,
care
terrible.
so much, Phil?
Hey, man,
terrible.
the
You're a
line's got to be
prude.
drawn somewhere. You want it lower? I don't think anyone wants that.
no, obviously not. Jesus Christ.
Well, the term high school kid implies
Yeah.
on purpose that they're still children.
Oh, and
Yeah.
that's
Even if
why the
they're-
videos are being marketed that way.
Exactly.
That's the whole intrigue as for why people even want to watch that content, is because it's degenerate, and the idea that this person is, defiling the innocence of teenage boys.
Yeah,
You-
the
you
innocence
assume-
of teenage boys.
The assumption is that the people that are, purchasing the content are looking for trans people. So that's fairly degenerate
and
right
the
off the
age
bat.
thing
Yeah,
as
the
well.
age. I mean, it's just all
And
all
I
just
saw
not good.
this clip of
all terrible.
that girl Nala Ray, the former OnlyFans model who talked about converting to Christianity. She went back on the Whatever podcast and she started saying, basically throughout her stint as an OnlyFans model, she would constantly lie to her simps about what she was doing, about her sexual behaviors, about promiscuity, all of this stuff, about her kinks and all this, like this persona that she came up with. She said it was all a lie so that she could get simps to subscribe to her OnlyFans.
Yeah.
And that hopefully means that when you hear stories like this, they're not usually the truth, or at least not the full truth. Like, I would like to think this is all being made up for clicks.
Thanks for watching. Listen to full episodes of Pop Culture Crisis on Spotify.
Keep up with us on social media and make sure you subscribe and ring that bell so you never miss the show. Bye, guys.